Hello everyone and welcome to another Gigabyte Connor video. Today I'll be talking about how Bendy has just been getting so much so far in this year. Okay, so far this year, Bendy and the Ink Machine has, I don't know why, but it's just been getting so much content. Like, number one, probably the biggest thing that people have been talking about so far is the movie. They've started productions on a Bendy and the Ink Machine movie. And I mean, wow. I mean, it's kind of obvious when I think about it because, Five Nights at Freddy's did so well. Why would they not continue more things from that same sort of video game horror genre? I mean, it's actually a pretty smart idea. Plus, Bendy and the Ink Machine probably is one of the other biggest indie horror games that you could play as. I mean, Poppy Playtime, I've heard, is getting a movie, but I'm not sure if that's real or fake. But other than Five Nights at Freddy's, I'd argue that Bendy and the Ink Machine is probably the biggest mascot horror game. So, it makes a lot of sense how they're making a movie based off of it. So, I was super excited when they announced that because it was literally Christmas Day. One of the best Christmas presents I've ever gotten. And something else that was awesome is that they announced that it's also going to be made by the people who worked on Jumanji. And that's just so cool and so weird. I mean, Jumanji is just such a good movie. But I never thought that the same company that could make Jumanji could make a horror movie. Because they said multiple times that they're going to lean more into the horror aspect, which I feel like is pretty cool, especially for Bendy. The other thing I want to talk about is we don't know a lot right now because obviously it was announced on Christmas Day. And, usually when movies are announced on Christmas Day, you usually don't get a lot of news from it until later on, like months and months. So we'll just kind of have to sit and wait for any more news on casting, directing, writing, anything. Anyway, the other major news that Bendy and the Ink Machine has gained is the Bendy and the Ink Machine game, The Caged, is coming out this year. Which I did not hear anything about the Caged Bendy and the Ink Machine game until very recently. So, imagine my surprise when I learned that a brand new Bendy and the Ink Machine game was just around the corner. Apparently, we're going to play as Henry, continuing on as Henry in this game as we escape the pit, I think it's called. I haven't played Dark Revival yet. I've been meaning to, but I haven't gotten to it yet. But I do know something about Dark Revival is that Sammy Lawrence barely had a role in it. Like, he had a few oh, look, there he is, and then he just disappeared completely. Which is why I am so happy that they had announced that Sammy Lawrence is going to be playing a main role in the game. And we know since Sammy Lawrence is in the same jail as Henry, he'll either be an antagonist to Henry, like a big villain, or he'll be some sort of partner to Henry to escape. Man, I hope it's kind of a partner to Henry, because seeing Sammy Lawrence as our partner could be a really cool aspect, instead of seeing him as the same villain we saw from, the first game. But of course, he is really evil, so I don't want it to be like a last second, oh, he's a good guy, he's been redeemed. I want him to still be a villain, but they both have to work together to get out. And maybe we'll actually get to see human Sammy Lawrence and not just inky, bendy masked Sammy Lawrence. Also, I believe that there's a chance that the same person who directed the John Wick movies could direct Bendy and the Ink Machine. Mainly because he's brought up a few times in the past that he'd be interested in making a TV show based off the game. So, I feel like that could be pretty cool. Anyway, everyone, that's basically all I know about the movie so far. So, everyone, have a great day and have a greater tomorrow.